Okay, I hope it stays. Nope, no connection. Waiting for a connection. Nope, I'm live over here. Okay, all right, guys. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Level Up with Danielle. I'm freaking fired up today. We're about to change your life. Okay, so I'm about to get like real crazy. Yesterday I spoke my truth. We're about to like enter a different dimension at this fucking point, okay? So those of you that don't know this part of me, you're about to be like, "What the fuck happened to this girl? Who are you? Like, how do you know all of this? Whatever. Doesn't matter." If you find this video and it resonates with you, like you're here at the perfect place and time. If it does not resonate with you, move the F on, okay? You will know if this is what you need to hear. And you will know if you're going through this. My biggest thing is that if it is not for you, please move on. Leave your negativity over to the freaking side. If this is for you, then stay here. This is a safe space for me. This is exactly what your soul and your subconscious need to hear. So take it how it works for you. Again, these are specific for you, okay? So what we're going through, the world's going through right now is a huge shift in energy, okay? Huge, like an ascension. You could call it like a subconscious upgrade. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So if you don't know anything about that, like this probably isn't for you then, okay? If this is for you, you will know. We're going through this crazy upgrade, okay, with our subconscious, with our energy fields. A lot of you are going to be going through a lot of trauma release, a death of your old self, okay? It's going to be intense. It probably is intense. And those of you who are listening or you reach this video, you're going to feel what I'm saying. It's going to be intense for you. It's going to be a lot of transformation. You're going to be, again, questioning who you are, why we're here, what is the purpose, why am I not happy, why am I feeling this way, why am I feeling that way. I sort of want to piggyback off of yesterday's video, but I'm going to add some other things in here as, you know, whatever's going on in my brain allows me to do. So please bear with me today as I have a lot of energy coming through. So yesterday we talked about values, right? Like manifesting the life we want, right? So the purpose of me doing these videos is to show you that it's absolutely possible to turn your life around really, really freaking quickly, okay? Because I've done it before, I'm gonna do it again, and this time it's gonna be done right. And my job is to show you exactly what I'm doing so that you can come with me on this journey, right? So that you can tap into your fullest potential, you can see that you can create the life that you want, that you can tap into your soul, that you can love yourself, that you can trust yourself, that you can listen to your intuition. So you're in the right place at the right time to hear exactly what you need to hear right now. So I want you to come with me on this journey because we're all getting to this point, right? This energetic shift that just happened. It is imperative that we do this. It is imperative that we do this work, and that we're not only doing our own personal work, but we're also sharing that work with the world. So for those of you who are struggling with whether or not you should share what's going on in your brain and your energetic upgrades and things like that, you need to start sharing it. That needs to come out. It needs to be shared, and you don't need to care about what everybody else thinks, okay? Because they're not there yet. Your job is to help them get there, okay? Your job is to help yourself get there and have everybody else come with you, okay? Like a like what? Okay, I want that to happen to you. Yesterday we talked about values. A lot of you are stuck in this idea of what society has ingrained in you, what your subconscious is taking as true, okay? You are not who you think you are, okay? You are not Danielle, okay? You are not John. You are not Kevin. You are not Kristen. You are not Joe Schmo, okay? You are not this person, okay? Who you think you are is what you're seeing in the outside world, and it is literally reflecting back to you who you think you are. This is why you're ending up in like shitty situations, okay? You think that, let's say, you're not worthy, you're undeserving, or you're a person that never gets ahead, or you're a person that can't get it together, or you think that, you know, you'll never find love, or you're never good enough, or you're never this, okay? This is an identity that you hold, right? It is held 100%. You are like, this is who I am. I'm here to tell you that is nowhere near who you think who you are, who you actually are, right? And we're about to do this together, that you are not that person. We're going to shed this old identity. Now, a bit of a warning. Once you shed this, and you continue to do it's going to put you into shadow work, okay? And we're going to talk about some shadow work today, hopefully along with values, but it looks like Spirit's sending me in a separate direction. So I just lost my train of thought. Come back. We're going to set you up for success is really what we're doing. We're going to change the way you view yourself. It's going to propel you into some shadow work. It is going to be difficult. I'm going to be here to walk you through the shadow work, okay? The shadow work is really, like I talked about yesterday in the first episode, is you're really going to be looking at the aspects of yourself that you really don't like. All your traumas are going to start coming up if they haven't already, especially with this new moon that's coming. Again, this is timeless, so if you reach this at any point, this is exactly what you need to hear. So it's going to propel you into shadow work. Now, shadow work is like hell, okay? Shedding who you used to be, who you identify with, and what your past traumas is, I can't tell you, immensely painful, okay? So if you're up for the challenge, it is absolutely worth it, because what's on the other side is like superhuman mindset, okay? Superhuman abilities. You're going to step into your wholeness, your love, everything like that. So in order to get there, though, I have to pull out of you what you think you know, and we need to remove it like immediately, because it's not serving you anymore, okay? Your identity, think about who you think you are, what you do, right? So you think that you're a mom, you think that you are a dad, you think that you're this bomb ass person or whatever, or you think you're a player, or you think you're a rich bitch, or you think this, or you think that, right? Then there's another part of you that also thinks like, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, I'm not that, right? So there's multiple aspects of you. Then not only do we have this identity, but we also have what people think of us as an identity, okay? So if somebody at some point told you were too outspoken, now in your brain you tell yourself you're too outspoken. If somebody told you that you're too much, or you're too sexy, or whatever, you're gonna dial down who you are, right? If somebody told you that you're a bitch, you're gonna, obviously think that. If someone told you that you're a player, or you're a drug addict, or you're an alcoholic, or whatever, you now start to identify with that. Now, the problem with this is it gets ingrained in our subconscious, okay? Once it's ingrained in our subconscious, what's in there comes out into our reality, okay? Remember what I said is we're trying to create a good blueprint, right? In order for us to if you don't know what the blueprint is, go back to video 1. We're trying to create this awesome blueprint where we create a new identity. We create a new world that we want to live in, and we actually go and get it, right? So this identity that you are holding on to is also a combination of other people's identities of you, right? But it's not actually you, okay? So who you think you are, it ain't it. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience, okay? So whatever you do for a job, like if somebody says, what do you do? Or who are you? Or what do you like? Like almost none of that is that, right? Okay, it's everybody else's shit subconsciously put inside your brain, right? Okay, so I got to fast track your healing like immediately. So I'm going to give you, I guess, the shortcuts to get there is the only way I can do this. We still need a strong foundation, but there is a sense of urgency for some reason for you to really start stepping into your power. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, with your identity, I want you to take some time today, think about who you are, okay? And I want you to like put that in like a bubble, okay? Put it in a bubble. And I want you to put all of the things that you think is your identity into this bubble. Like close your eyes, visualize all of who you think you are into this bubble. Now I want you to take this bubble and I want you to like let it go, like legitimately. Okay, this is what I'm teaching you is a scientific fact. Okay, I can show you YouTube videos, books, facts, things like that, as well as metaphysical, right? Because it's all really the same. So if you have any doubt, please let me know. I'll send you the links to all the videos, to all the books and things like that. Okay, put yourself in a bubble. Put your identity in there, okay? Send it off, right? Detach, because you are not this person, okay? I'm going to remind you right now, you are legitimately a multidimensional being. I know some of you are going to be like, this bitch is crazy, but if you made it this far, you know what I'm talking about. You are a multidimensional being. Your mind is incredibly powerful. In fact, everyone in the world doesn't want you to know that your brain is incredibly powerful. I will tell you that I want you to look through give you an example. Want to know what's in your subconscious? Want to know what you identify with? Look at what social media pops up, okay? Social media is an algorithm, right? Your brain is also an algorithm, all right? So what is inside here comes out in front of you. So whatever you're consuming on social media, whatever you're consuming in terms of videos, in terms of whatever, that's what you think your life is, right? That is just reinforcing what is in the back of your head. So whatever you're watching, good or bad, right? It's going to keep showing up because that's what your brain says needs to come to confirm to you that this is who you are. This is who you are. Right? So I'll give an example. When I was struggling with narcissistic abuse, that's everything that kept coming up, right? I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, right? How to get out of narcissistic, how to do this, how to blame the narcissist, how to do this with the narcissist. Well, okay, what I didn't realize is my subconscious actually thought that I was a victim, right? At some point in my life, I identified with the fact that I am a victim. Some of you are going to identify with this, without a doubt, right? I am a victim. You are not a fucking victim to your circumstances. You are not a fucking victim, okay? So if you want to know what you think of yourself, who you think you are, it's going to be reflected in social media, okay? 100%. It's also going to be a reflection of your surroundings. So whatever you believe about yourself, right? If you're worthy of money, deserving of money, all these things, it's going to show up in your outside world 100 freaking %, because that is how your brain works. Your brain takes what's in it and then reflects it back to you. So wherever you are in your life is a direct reflection of something that your brain did, and then the universe manifested in front of you. It's everything. So now I'm here to tell you that it's okay if you're in a really shitty situation. It's okay that you did not know that your brain works this way. It's okay that you did not know. I don't know what is going on here. That you did not know. It's okay that you did not know that you caused your circumstances, right? Whatever your circumstances are, okay? Health, outside, everything, you caused them, right? So what I'm here to tell you is that you have the power to decide that this is not going to be your life anymore. You have that fucking power. You have to decide. Now, there's a lot of things that come with that decision, but the first thing you have to do is decide that you are not this person. You are not this person. This is not your fucking life, and you deserve better, right? So how the fuck do you do that, right? How do you decide this is not who you are? How do you let go of something that you've known for 20 years, 30 years, 15 years, 60 years? How do you let go of this version of you, right? Okay, these are going to be fast techniques. I highly suggest you use them because they're going to propel you forward. If you don't use them, that's your own freaking fault, okay? If you want to live in a wonderful world where you are happy, full of love, full of joy all the time, then you'll fucking put in the work, okay? I'm not holding anybody's hand through this. All this content is free. I'm here to show you the way, but only you can get there, right? This is my boundary, okay? This is my boundary that I'm fucking setting up. Only you can decide to get there. Only you can decide to take what I'm saying as a possibility. That is entirely up to you what you're going to freaking do with it, okay? So let's go in. So you put yourself in this bubble, right? You put all of your identity in there. You got to let it go. Let it go. Just let it fucking go because it doesn't exist. You are none of those things and all of those things, right? But we don't like that version of us, right? Because if we're unhappy, we're unfulfilled, we don't like where we are in our lives, we're in shitty relationships, we feel distraught, we feel guilt, we feel shame, blah, blah, blah. We're ashamed of our past, we're ashamed of our childhood, we're traumatized, things like that. I want you to just easily take your entire imagine your identity is your body, right? I want you to pretend like it's energetically being released from you and you're putting it in this giant bubble and letting it go. And you can do this as many times as you need, right? Just let it go. Let it go. Now, what I want you to do to develop a new identity, I want you to think of the person that you want to be, right? The person that you know you are inside, right? Because you're not a victim, right? When I was stuck in victim mentality, right? That like life is happening to me and not for me. None of this was my fault. I didn't create this. It just happened. I was a victim to my circumstances. That caused a lot of issues. So take that out. You are not a victim. What is the opposite, right? Let's say a vixen, right? Or or a co-creator or a creator, right? You're not a victim to your circumstance. So I want you to think while you're building this new identity of who you want to be, right? Who's in there. So even though I had a victim mentality, right, maybe similar to you, that's in your subconscious, it does not mean that you are a victim. It means that you've been asleep, really, right? Like you've identified so much with what other people told you and your circumstances that you decided that you were a victim. Like that's where your identity comes from. You decided that this was going to be hard. You decided that life was going to happen to you and that you're always in shitty situations, always things like that. So what is the fucking opposite of that, right? The opposite of that is that you are what? You are a queen, right? You are an empress. You are independent. You are a co-creator. You are the creator. You are magic. You are reliable. You are committed. You are this, right? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to allude to be, right? An easy way to do this, and you don't want to identify with that person, but think of all the people that you've ever encountered that you're like, damn, I wish I was like that. Damn, I wish I was like that. Damn, I wish I could do that. Damn, I wish I could do. You can fucking do that. So take all of those qualities from all those people. Don't identify with one person. You don't want to be like that person. You want to have those qualities. Now, what's the cool thing is you do have these qualities inside you. So what we're doing is we're training your brain to notice that you already possess these qualities. Just like you possess those victim mentalities and things like that. You also possess these amazing qualities within you. So what we're doing is telling your brain that we want to use these qualities. We want to become these qualities. We want to embody them fully, and we want to project that out to the universe, and we want to fucking see it happen. We want to become that fucking person, right? So take all the qualities that you have of somebody that you look up to. Now, when you look up to these people, make sure, we talked about value system, make sure that you add in there things like integrity, honesty, right? Passion, love, unconditional love. You want positive qualities. You don't want to be a toxic motherfucker, right? That's not what you want. At least I don't think so if you're watching these videos. You don't want to be like that. You want to have honesty. You want to have integrity. You want to speak your truth. You want to project love out to people. Then use those qualities with whatever else you see out there, right? So like, let's say my new identity is exactly what I'm telling you right now, right? Somebody who speaks their truth, somebody who goes for their goals, somebody who's successful, a queen, an empress, right? Like standing in her power, divine feminine, has boundaries, sets boundaries, is successful, is independent, reliable, committed, right? I want to, and I am embodying those qualities, right? And this just happened. So just so you're aware, like, this is something that just happened. Like it did take 12 years to get here, maybe even longer. But these embodiment qualities just started to come about from these exercises that I've done. That's why I'm sharing with you. That's why there's this sense of urgency. That's why I'm talking so fast, because you can do this too. And I absolutely want you to. Like, this is the whole purpose of this, for me to be like, bitch, dude, like, you are fucking superhuman. Like, get your shit together and get your fucking life together, right? So you want to embody these qualities, right? You want to feel that feeling, okay? So once you have all of this, I really want you to write this down, like automatic writing or, intentional writing. Really write this down. Like, I am successful. I am honest. I am committed. I am a boss. I am, whatever you want to be, fucking write it down, okay? Not only do I want you to write it down, but I want you to also take a sticky note or something, and I want you to put it on water. So let me find my water bottle, okay? So I talked about in one of my other videos, I don't know if it's where you guys are, but I have a water manifestation video. It's really important that we work with water. It's 1000% the most effective way to change who you are, to upgrade your brain, to level up your life, and to really manifest who you are, because that's what we're doing. So we'll talk more about water. But what I want you to do is write down all of those qualities that you want to be. This is going to be your new identity. You're going to write, this is my identity on this piece of paper. This is my identity, right? This is who I want to identify as. You're going to write down all these freaking qualities, right? Whatever they may be. Okay. For me, I just put I'm a queen or an empress or whatever, but you can put all these different ones. Find yourself some sticky notes, right? If you don't have sticky notes, you write on like a regular piece of paper. I want you to, if it's a regular piece of paper, you can put the water here. If it is not, I want you to put the sticky notes on the water bottle. Okay. Water, I'm going to drill this, guys, into you because this is the most magical freaking thing. Water has memory. Water has memory. Water changes structure. Okay. Water can literally, the memory is so strong that if a scientist were to see if it projected sound, it would pick up sounds and things from the past, right? It would, if you put a flower in this water, right? Take the flower out, put this water bottle in the freezer, it will literally freeze around a flower that's not there anymore, okay? So this water is the most rapid manifestation technique that you can do. Now, what's really cool about this is we're going to use it for your identity today, okay? So we're building a new identity. We're building a new you, and this is going to happen pretty rapidly, okay? So take your time with this, all right? So you're going to put that sticky note on the water bottle. Like I did in the manifestation video, you have to be really thankful for this water, okay? Water's in everything. Water's in our brain. Water's in our body. Water's all over the earth, okay? Clean water. We need water to drink. Plants need water. Trees, so on and so forth, okay? Thankful for the water. Now, I want you to hold that water bottle, okay? I want you to hold it with that freaking sticky note or that piece of paper, and I want you to feel what it feels like to be that person. What does it feel like to embody this new identity? What does that feel like, right? Hold on to that. Feel it. Feel it with your chest. Feel it with your heart. Feel what it would feel like to have that identity as if you had it right now. Okay, your subconscious brain does not understand the difference between the future and the present and the fucking past. Okay, it does not understand. It only understands the feelings that come from your chest. It only understands the thoughts you put in it, okay? If you say that you're going to be anxious or not to be anxious, you're telling your brain to be anxious. If you're telling your brain that you want to be calm, it's going to make you calm. If you tell your brain that you're a victim, you're going to keep putting yourself in victim situations. You're going to keep finding yourself in these victimized situations. You're going to keep getting stuck, right? Because you didn't learn your lesson. Remember we talked about in the first video? Learning your lessons, okay? This is your lesson. Are you learning it? Are you getting it yet? Okay. Wherever you are in your journey, this is the lesson that you need to know right now, right this second, okay? You've been telling yourself that you are this person. You're a victim. Things don't work out for you. Stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to say that out loud. Push that shit to the side because that's what's showing up in your life. And this is the lesson you need to learn. You are not this. You aren't. You aren't. You're a divine being. Whatever you want to call it, multidimensional, it doesn't fucking matter what it is. You are superhuman. You need to start telling yourself that that's what you are. That's what you are, okay? You want this new identity. If you want your fucking life to change, you need to change your identity. What's inside your brain? Change the pattern. The pattern affects your fucking reality. It affects it. Change your fucking brain so you can change your reality, to change who you are, right? Take that water bottle, hold that shit to your chest, and feel what it feels like to be that person, right? To embody those qualities. And you can say, and so it is. How does it get any better than this? What else is possible, right? This or something better. This or something better. Okay? When you're done, you're going to thank the water and you are going to drink the water as if you are literally pouring in a new identity. As you drink the water, visualize this new identity, all of these qualities coming into your body. Visualize that this is who you are now. This is who you are now in this moment in time, as if it's happening right this second, right? We took your old identity. We put it in this bubble. We moved it away. We're letting go of that. It's no longer fucking serving you. If you don't like your fucking life, you don't like where you are, you're fucking unhappy, then get rid of your fucking identity and change it. Decide you want to live a better life for your fucking self. Decide. Make that decision. Leave that old identity back. It's not serving you. Those people, they're not fucking serving you. Everybody that's in your life that is causing you chaos and havoc, they're not serving you. Decide you want more for yourself. Decide that you are worthy of more. Take that water. As you drink it in, feel the entire body of water embodying those qualities, that new identity. Feel that in your body. Now, I want you to do this, if you can, at least once a day. If you do this, I promise you, for once a day for a week, your life is going to freaking change like crazy. Like crazy. Like I can't even explain to you how crazy it's going to change, okay? Now, after you do this, a whole lot of stuff is going to change. It's going to be difficult. I'm not going to lie, okay? Letting go of who you used to be is a constant cycle, all right? It is a constant cycle of egoic death. That's the only way I can put it, right? We are literally killing, shedding, whatever you want to call it, a part of ourselves. So many things are going to come up. A lot of things are going to come up for you. All of your traumas are going to surface. Your abandonment issues, your issues with intimacy, childhood wounds. You're going to start to see your patterns, right? So what part of what I'm doing, whatever this is to force you, because that's what the universe wants, to force you to wake up to the fact that you've been stuck in the worst patterns for you possible. These patterns are no longer serving you, right? This identity that you have, it doesn't serve you anymore. It's not working. If it was working, you would feel whole. You wouldn't be looking for love. You wouldn't hate people, right? You would be eluding happiness and joy, and you would feel it every day. So if you don't feel that, if you don't feel this endless amount of joy, right? That's coming from within you, not due to outside circumstances, with money, with family, with friends, just joy in yourself, right? If you don't feel that love for yourself, right? And you're looking for it from other people, okay? You need to do this. That is the God honest truth. If you are unhappy, a part of you has to die. It has to go away. Actually, the whole thing that you think right now has to go away. Now, there's going to be multiple deaths of yourself. Legitimately. Like your ego is just going to slowly fall away and it's going to be difficult. I'm not going to lie. You're going to cry. You're going to feel a lot of emotions, a lot of pain, because you're not going to understand how much you've been holding on to this identity, how much everybody else's thoughts of you have gotten ingrained in your brain and in your soul and in your body, right? Because all of our traumas get stored in our body, right? All of that information gets stored in our brain, and our brain holds so tight to it, right? It's like, no, this is what we know. This is all we know. This is that we don't want to let this go. I'm not letting it go, right? What you need to do is surrender to the fact that it needs to go. It needs to leave. It needs to get out, right? Because once you let go of this, and I keep doing this because this is really you shedding off your layers, right? You're pulling a part of this. You're pulling a part of your brain out, right? So you're like ripping this off. So rip it off. Step through. I promise you, on the other side, when you let go of your old self, it is like a totally different ballgame. Totally different ballgame. Okay, those of you who know me, you know how I was, right? Who am I? Who is this person? I don't fucking recognize her, right? Right? Who is this? This is me. This is the new me, right? This is what I created, right? This is why I'm on here talking about all this crazy shit that you're probably like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Okay? I don't care anymore, right? Because it works. So use me as an example, right? Anybody, even if you don't know me, the ones of you who don't know me, okay? I would never in a million years get on here and talk about spirituality and all the stuff that's inside my head. Science, everything. How the brain works. I just wouldn't, okay? Well, here I am. Okay? So you can do this too, I swear to you. Use this identity with the water to start shedding the old, right? Shed the old. Step into the new. Now, as you go through this slight egoic death, the pain and the traumas are going to surface. And things are going to start coming into your life that are going to remind you of your patterns. They're going to mess with your brain because your brain is trying to hold so tight to this new version of you. To this old version of you, and is afraid to step into the new one. So it's going to bring up a lot of fear of, well, what if it doesn't work out, right? Okay, that's a thought you have. What if it doesn't work out? What if no one likes me? What if nobody understands me? What if no one loves me? What if people leave me? What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? Right? Boom! Okay. We're going to, and I'm going to teach you, you're going to transmute this energy into something creative, passionate, that will bring you many, many blessings. Okay. We're going to use the power of our fear and transmute it into drive, passion, to go and take steps to become that new version of you, to become that identity, right? That new version of you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you really have to focus on being honest and have integrity and unconditional love, or this will not work for you. I don't know which one of you listening here, but if you're thinking about using this in a negative way, karma is a bitch. Just saying. Make sure that while you do this, you are focusing on honesty and integrity, right? Unconditional love. It's very important that you add this to your identity. All right? The world is moving forward in a rapid way. We don't need more toxic people. We're trying to break out of this toxic cycle. That is the purpose of ascension, or whatever the frick you want to call it, right? I don't even know what it is, but we don't need more toxic people. We need more loving people, right? We want more peace. We want more love, right? Focus on what we actually want. What you actually want is personal fulfillment, personal mastery, right? You want love, intimacy, unconditional happiness. We want happy things. We don't want the negative, right? That's why you're creating a new identity. That's why you're doing this exercise, to create a more magical, loving version of yourself, right? Your true self, right? We're creating this new version of ourselves to gain mastery over our thoughts, our emotions, and our life. That is the sole purpose of what we're doing here, not to cause other people pain. So make sure that you have these written in to your new identity. It's very important that you do that, okay? Okay, lost my train of thought. This is coming up. So let's talk about this. Where was I? What? Spirit wants me to talk about this. So, okay, what does this say? This is probably not going to come up right. It's coming up right here, okay? I am asserting the mastery of my real self, okay? This is your mantra, all right? Oh, God, you guys are going to be going through a whole bunch of crazy shit when you do this. Sorry, we'll circle back in a second, okay? New mantra. I am asserting the mastery of my real self. All right. So, new identity. Repeat this like every hour. Okay? I forget where I learned this. This is not mine. I'm not taking credit for this. This is what I do. Okay? I don't remember where I got this from. TikTok maybe? I don't know. Use this affirmation. All right? Every hour. Okay? Do your water manifestation. As the traumas come up, focus on the patterns themselves. All right? The patterns are coming. The people are coming to show you your patterns. They're coming there to show you your shadow side. The stuff that you need to let go of. All right. So we're letting go of that new identity. As we let that old identity, as we let the old identity go, the most of them, the egoic death, okay? Everything in your life is going to be like a mirror, okay? We talk about this a little bit, a mirror. And it's going to show you all of your shadow sides. It's going to show you all of your patterns of beliefs. And it's going to freak you the fuck out because it's going to show you ancestral trauma. Okay. So notice patterns that are showing up that maybe your grandparents' relationship or their traumas or your parents' relationships or their traumas. It's going to start to resurface like crazy. All right. As you go through all this and all those fears come up, all the fears of being unloved, on abandonment, everything like that. All right. I want you to take all of those fears. I need you to sit with them. Right? Whatever's coming up. You have to learn how to sit with your feelings, sit with yourself, right? Because the only thing that's torturing you is the feelings and the thoughts, the fear and the anxiety. Something is really bothering my nose right now. Excuse me. All right, that is what's bothering you. My nose, I'm so sorry. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, those are the things that are bothering you. So what I want you to do, sit with the fear, the anxiety, the thoughts, and the feelings. As terrible as they may be, you're going to sit with them. You're going to ask yourself, pick a situation that's causing you immense fear. Pick something that you see, a mirror in somebody else that you see of yourself, a toxic situation. Look at it. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Pull it out. Pull it out. If you're having an issue in your relationship or something like that, and it comes up, it could be a relationship with anybody, right? It comes up that, let me give you an example of something that's coming up for me. There's a situation you're about to enter, or you're in it, and you're like, oh God, I'm so afraid. Of what? What are you afraid of? What do you feel fearful about in that situation? And you can use this across all of them, right? It doesn't really matter. Okay. What are you afraid of? Sit with that fear. Let it come up. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Are you afraid of somebody not loving you? Are you afraid of somebody not caring about you? Are you afraid of somebody walking away from you? Are you afraid that you won't have any money? Are you afraid that people aren't going to like you? What is it that's coming up? What are you afraid of? You need to face this fear. Some of you are going to have it with your identity, that you are afraid to lose your identity, because if you aren't that person, who are you, right? What if that's not better, right? What if that's scary? Well, face it, okay? And I want you to bring it up. I want you, just like we did kind of with the bubble, I want you to imagine, because you have this power, okay? Take this energy, imagine your hands, take all of this, because you're going to feel it in your body. When the fear comes up, ask yourself, where in your body do you feel this fear? Okay, it's probably going to be in your lower chakra somewhere, okay, because that's your root, sacral, and solar plexus. That's your, like, safety center. So when you feel fear, it's probably going to come from the bottom, but it can really come from your heart. It can come from your head. It can come from anywhere. It doesn't really matter. Just ask yourself, where in your body are you feeling this fear? I want you to take that fear. Imagine it's a bubble, right? Pick it up. Pick it up. Hold it in front of you, okay? It is the fear. It's not your fear. It is the fear, the thoughts, the feelings, okay? I want you to start thinking of things like that. The thoughts, the fear, the feeling. It's not yours. It's just extra energy that's been programmed into us. That's a whole nother day for another story, okay? Story for another day, whatever. Take that fear. Bring it here, okay? Now I want you to throw it up and release it. Just pick it up and release it, okay? These are all visualization techniques, and I'm going to lead you to how you can get better at this, okay? But imagine that it comes up and you move it on, okay? Then ask yourself, what is the emotion behind the fear? What is the emotion? Sadness, guilt, shame, anger, disappointment. What is it behind that fear that is causing the emotion, right? This emotion within you, but it's an emotion. You don't have to associate it with it, okay? Pick up the emotion, whatever that is, wherever it is in your body, and move it on, okay? I already feel calmer. Okay. Now, this will work and will be perfected over time, and I will show you where you can go to go get more information about this, okay? When the emotions come up, I'm going to do a lot of tapping videos for you, okay? I want you to follow me, okay, with this fear and this worry and concern, okay? The energy, if you still feel it, okay, you're going to tap like this, like that, under your eye. Oh, sorry if this is a podcast. Hold on. Here. 1 second. Under. Here. Side here. Good thing I shaved my armpits. And top. Okay. If you guys are listening on audio, you're doing inner eye, outer eye, underneath the eye, underneath the nose, in the inner crease of your chin, collarbone, right? And you can really hit anywhere. It doesn't really matter. And on the side of your, like where your bra would be, okay? If you don't have a bra, sorry. And top of your head, okay? As the trauma comes up, you can't do this wrong, okay? It's just another way to release the trauma, okay? So there are multiple thousands of ways to release trauma. There are multiple ways to release the fear, multiple ways to release emotions, okay? I'm just showing you 2 right this second, okay? That you can do, and I highly suggest you do after you watch this video, okay? As they come up. Always. I tap all the time. I do this other technique all the time. When you're tapping, all you're going to do is just tap on the fact that you feel fear and emotion, whatever the emotion is, okay? Tapping. All you have to say is exactly what's in your head. You're just tapping, just tapping, just tapping, just tapping, okay? The emotion, whatever the emotion is, okay? When you'll feel a shift. You'll know when you feel a shift, okay? It'll either all come up, you'll start crying, or you'll be like, okay, I can now release it. And you're going to say, I release this. I release this. I release the thought. I release the emotion. I release the fear, okay? My fear, the fear, whatever, okay? Whatever resonates. You're just going to keep tapping, okay? That's going to help you get through so much. I'm going to give you one more thing that you need to know. Geez, my nose is so freaking itchy. I lost my train of thought here. Okay, so we got the water manifestations, new identity, right? We got some affirmations that you got to use, okay? When your life starts changing and the shadow work comes up, you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to release the trauma and the emotions from the body. You have to, okay? This is what's blocking you from stepping into your full power and your full potential. The thoughts, the fear, the anxiety, the emotions. This is what's stopping everything, okay? When you can break free of the fear, break free of the emotion, right? You step into your power. You step into that new identity that we just did with the water bottle. You just step into it, okay? But you have to learn how to release the old in order to step into the new. The fear of what is going to happen, right, is causing you pain. It's causing you pain. That's why you're not changing. That's why your life hasn't changed. That's why you're still in the same cycles. That's why you keep attracting the same men or women. That's why you keep attracting the same types of jobs with not enough money, not enough love, not enough care. That's why you're stuck. The fear, the emotions, the stuff, other people's shit, right? So take all that fucking shit and shove it over there. Take it all. You have to release the emotion. You have to release the fear. You will not be able to move forward if you fear moving forward. If you fear something new, you won't be able to move forward. You have to let go of the emotion. You can look into all kinds of trauma release. They all work. I'm just giving you 2 small examples to do it with that way where you actually move it, okay? And with the tapping. That's the easiest way to get rid of it. While you're going through this death of your old self, you're gonna freak. Not gonna lie. You're gonna freak because you're going to realize that you have been stuck in so many toxic cycles. If you have not seen my video on breaking free of cycles and learning to go with the flow of cycles, go find it. You're going to see that you are stuck in so many toxic cycles. They're all going to start ending sort of all at the same time. Okay? They all stem from somewhere. They all stem from somewhere. You're going to ask yourself, where does this come from? Where does this come from? At what age does it come from? What memory does it come from? Right? And we're going to do some healing around them and teach how to heal yourself. But where does it come from? Why is it here? What am I afraid of? What is the emotion? Okay, what is that? All right? Tap through it. Tap through it. That's the only thing. Just keep tapping. Talk to your freaking self. Tap through it. The emotion, the fear, whatever it is. And then you're ready to release. I'm releasing this now. I'm releasing this. No longer serving me. It's no longer serving me. This pattern's no longer serving me. So on and so forth, right? Okay? Let me think about what else you need to hear, and then I'm going to get off. It's going to be okay. I swear to you. Stepping into your new identity, stepping into your new power, it's going to be more than fine. Everything has always worked out for you. It will always work out for you. It will continue to always work out for you. If you tell yourself that, it will always work out for you. You will be more than fine. And on the other side of this is a whole different world. It's a whole different world. And you deserve to be there. You 100% deserve to be on the other side. You deserve to see your full self, your whole self, who you are as a person. Rather, who you are as a being, okay? You deserve your fullest potential. You deserve to tap into that, tap into the untapped parts of your brain, and create. That is it. So go and do that. This isn't working for you anymore. It's not. It hasn't been. It never did. It hasn't worked for you. You're not happy. So let it go. Let it go. All right? Let that shit fucking go. Let go of that fear. Step into your power. Step into that new identity. Embody that identity. Start living that life now. Start feeling like that right now. Start feeling like that right now. Just embody it. Embody it. You are already it. You just don't know it yet. You're already it. It's already inside you. It's been in there the whole time. Just a little clouded by all this other stuff. All right? It's already there. The guy, the woman, the man, the girl, the boy, whoever you are, it's already in there. We just got to move this stuff out. It's going to be a little scary, but you're going to get through it. You are. I did. You'll see. But you got to let go. Let go. Let go of control. Surrender. We'll talk a lot about this. But that's it for me for today. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If this resonated with you, please give me a like. Comment below with what your epiphanies were, what worked. Please let me know when this starts working for you, because it will. Please let me know what you start going through. If you start having some crazy trauma issues, I'm here for you. I will guide you through this. You will be more than fine. Comment below. If you are listening on the podcast, please subscribe, follow, like. I'm so happy you're here. You are amazing. You are going to change your life. You are truly going to level up. And it has been an absolute pleasure exchanging energies today with you, sending you to your new path. And I am incredibly grateful for you. And I love you. And I hope that you have a very magical day after watching this, because I have just totally raised your vibe. And if you see me at all during this, that means your vibe is going high. So keep it high and enjoy the rest of your day. May be magical. Keep asking yourself, how does it get any better than this? What else is possible? This or something better. How does it get any better than this? And what else is possible? And you can't go wrong. Can't make a wrong decision. Everything will be right. Everything will work out more than fine, and it will be magical. Sending you so much light and love. Loving all of you. And I will see you next time.